okay, finally there is serious revelation in the southeastern part of Nigeria because Netanyahu has said openly, he said what? He said the only freedom to the Christians, and at the same time, the only thing that can stop the security in Nigeria now is what? For Trump and himself declaring Biafra as a nation. Let's not forget that Somaliland has been recognized finally as a nation, and they're not going to Biafra. So now Netanyahu is saying the only way to stop this security is what? Declaring Biafra. What's your take as a
Yes, this is the two leaders are making twice the Israeli Prime Minister is making statement about Nigeria. We have not actually seen this kind of a thing happen before. But let me just read it from you, from the direct source. You know, it says, if Biafra freedom will end insecurity in Nigeria, I may grant their request. Already, it is one of the recommendations suggested by powerful nations, including United States of America, Congress members on my table. And look at another angle, at the Nigerian Daily Post actually put it. Israeli PM Netanyahu announces new fronts to protect Christians in Nigeria. Then, that is what we are talking about. What is the new front here now? Can somebody just explain what Benjamin Netanyahu is talking about after meeting world leaders, the Jewish community leaders in United States of America, in coupled with UK? You know, they were all in Mar-a-Lago, where a residential building of the current president of United States of America. Of course, Benjamin Netanyahu actually did his New Year with United States President Donald Trump, where these statements were made in presence of the U.S. Leader himself. So the question that has spread all over the world as causing and bringing in happiness and jubilation is, what is the new front here that it's a completely new? It's not about bombing. It's not about attacking. It's not about some other thing. But it's completely new. And he mentioned it. He said it very clearly. In another light of that, they are coming to protect the Jews and the Jewish friends of Israel in Nigeria. That's triggered the realization where we start hearing that Sheikh Gumi has now realized, the northern political class have now realized that, that Israel's sudden intervention on the issue of Christian genocide was to protect and support the declaration and recognition of the sovereignty of Jewish friends of Israel who are Christians in Nigeria. So that's what he's talking about. So it's clearly a new front. What is the new front there? Yes, you will be expecting to hear a lot of things very soon. Like somebody will be talking about, there will be no election in 2027. And of course, there will be a series of executive. See, the Israeli Prime Minister does not require United Nations executive order. It does not require United States executive order. What Benjamin Netanyahu did to grant Somaliland independence is just to make a pronouncement and sign that we, Israel, have that's all. Without the United Nations on this. Many countries are joining. Of course, the Somaliland president is meeting with the U.S. government any moment from now to sign what they call Abraham Accord. And that is the end of it. But what makes Biafra significant is that, and submissions of the territorial maps is already ongoing there. I don't want to dive into that, how are they going to handle that? But in reality, the Northerners are sensing that these people are coming, and once they make their foot One, they have stepped their foot here in Nigerian soil and they are not going back. And there are series of reasons for that. I don't want to go deep, but I can't tell you, goes on. I will tell you why there is bombing in Nigeria and what that bombing actually means and what is going to come in that regard as options to protect Christians in Nigeria. It is not far-fetched. It's a reality. It is unfolding. It is becoming too real, and the fact still remains that, there is another plan on ground on how to handle the issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Any day Trump wakes up and order Nigerian federal government to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with immediate effect in less than 24 hours. It will be like that of Sunday Jackson. A lot of people will not be able to remember Sunday Jackson. With that immediate effect, and they'll be able to carry out, their mission and what they intend doing that has already been set up. I told you that Raleigh Moore made that statement that that everything has been submitted. The report has been submitted to the United States of America with options to save Nigerian Christians, and that is what that has been confirmed. And there's panic everywhere in the northern part of the country. There's panic even in the presidency. There is accusation and the blame came from the northern hegemony against Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We don't want to see you. Since you came to this issue of sentencing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, calamity has befell the entire northern part of the country. You are a disappointment. That's what they are saying. Now we don't know, how that actually come out, but they are saying it that Nigeria started having local and international diplomatic issues, including military invasion, as a result of the decision Bola Ahmed Tinubu took with his brothers to sentence Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The North are saying they are not aware, but the calamity has come to them. So you can see where the thing is going, and not as if the North love the South. The only thing that is making them cry loud is that they do not have the expertise and the charisma to begin, just like how the Igbos started immediately after the war, picking landlords. Everything has been removed, taken away from them. They have nothing to offer. To an extent, they went to the same people went to the southern, the so-called South now. What they call the Niger Delta, and through the municipal council gave Sarowiwa millions of naira, and Sarowiwa was busy distributing those money to his own cronies and friends and loved ones, and they started buying Igbo properties in Port Harcourt, knowing fully well that the Igbos have just lost a war, all their money in the bank and everything. That was what happened. They call it abandoned property. So you can see that this struggle that Igbo Biafrans, the Biafrans themselves, have been on it for a very long time. And the world must look at that direction. And that is what the Gunter Junta is saying, the NATO chief is saying. Said the world failed Biafrans in 1967, that this time around, they will not fail Biafrans. And the man that predicted Somaliland, I don't want to mention where he's coming from because I know that, there's a Biafran government in exile. He made it very clearly. He predicted it, that Somaliland is coming. And after Somaliland, the next is Biafra. Republic of Biafra will be pronounced with recognition with immediate effect. So the world are watching, the international community are watching, because you can see the narrative within the diplomatic world. There's a new world order, moving into micro-individualism, political sovereignty, and private driven solutions to the global agenda of world order. A lot of people don't understand that. Why Donald Trump said America first. The EU is looking for solution. Every nation wants to run back and develop themselves and be able, because this is not an era of globalization again. This is about national interest. This is about community interest. This is about individual interest. So we must understand the era where we are now and why the world is bent on saving Christians' lives in Nigeria by declaring Biafra an alternative refuge. Yes, there's this fear in the middle belt. Where are they going to run to at the end of the day? Of course, you're going to run to Biafra and you'll be protected in Biafra land because Biafra is a Christian nation. Just like what we are hearing all over the world today. There's no place a Christian is more safe than in United States of America and Israel. And in Africa, Biafra is the only nation that can protect Christians anywhere in the world, as far as you are in Biafra land. And that's what the world want to see. And I can tell you, there's already pressure from the American evangelical, committee or forum, or leaders who are bent on making sure that the world leader take a decisive decision to protect Christians all over the world. And that is why you see that Benjamin Netanyahu, as you watch on that video, and making it very clearly, calling names, talking about nations. The conquest we are seeing today is going to not be a repeat of what happened in Turkey. It took Turkey only 2 days to collapse under Islamic rule. Only 2 days, a whole Turkey. And it started where you can see the allegations coming from that angle to how they are busy manipulating and supplying, NATO base, not NATO weapons to bandits until Trump intervened. We're hearing it, they're on the run now. Everybody are, panic everywhere in their respective camps.
But is it the Sokoto is not saying anything because this?
He has not said anything now because yes, he has not said anything, but you can see very clearly, that even those top kingpins or commanders of the Jihadist, ISWAP, ISIS, everybody seems to have gone underground, and most of them are already been able to replicate the Palestinian military safety plan by moving into their tunnels. And we are hearing today, we don't even know whether it is true or not that the Sultan of Sokoto is nowhere to be found in his palace. He has actually, gone underground. Yes, because everything seems to be pointing, and that is the reason why people are saying that why is it that United States of America seem to have a certain intelligence, and that's why the Sokoto become the first state or region, the North become the first region American bomb actually landed. There. So and more, according to Rally Moore, is about to come, and I can tell you that there has been surveillance for a very long time. And any moment from now, like Trump will always say, expect a surprise. Well, we've been hearing, because of the one that just recently landed within the axis of, I don't know, as reported in that news in Kaduna, Kanu, and the rest of them, the Sultan of Sokoto have no choice, than to leave the palace, maybe possibly go disappear or have automatically gone underground because it seems there is more to his disappearance with Gumi in that regard.
Okay.